Let's read the problem given to us. A photocopy shop schedules batches of documents to be copied. It has 3 machines, any one of which that can be used independently. The times for different sets of documents are 12, 16, 36, 14, 18, 44, 24, 35, 17, 22, 16, and 38. There are no priority rankings for any of the batches. Construct schedules for using the machines using A, the list processing algorithm, and B, the decreasing time list algorithm. Then discuss the difference. Okay, let's start off by drawing what the decreasing list algorithm would look like for this scenario. So for the decreasing list algorithm, we usually want to start off with the biggest number that is given to us, which is 44. So in our first machine, we could spend 44 minutes on one of the documents. And then the second biggest one that is given to us is 38. And then the last third biggest number that is given to us is 36. So this each represents 3 of the machines. So M1, M2, and M3. Okay, now since we have the biggest numbers out of the way, we just want to keep going from greatest to lowest order. So the next biggest number that we have, besides the one we crossed out, is going to be 35. And since 36 is the lowest number between the machine numbers that is given to us, we would write 35 minutes after the 36 minutes from machine 3 has been done. So that would be this one. Okay, so after we have 35 out of the way, the next biggest one is going to be 24. So now let's see which one has the lowest value, 44, 38, or whatever 36 plus 35 is. Well, it seems to us that 38 has the next lowest value, so we would write 24 minutes here. And then you would essentially just repeat this process for going from the greatest to from the greatest to the smallest numbers. So our next biggest is going to be 22, which is going to be over here. And then 17 after that, which is going to be here. And then, oh, I'm sorry about that. 18 would be the next biggest. So 18 over here, and that would be after machine 2 once these 2 values are done. And then we would have 17, which would go after machine 1. And then we would have 16, which is after machine 3. And then another 16, which would be after machine 2. And then 14, which is after machine 1, and finally 12, which would be after machine 3. So essentially what we're doing is that as we add on the number of minutes, we are seeing which machine runs out of time the quickest, so essentially which one has the lowest value compared to the other machines, and then we could put the next task which takes the most time after that machine. So that is the decreasing list algorithm. Now let's move forward to the list processing algorithm. So list processing algorithm. And the thing with this problem and how the list processing algorithm usually works is that most of the time we're actually given a sequence to us to work with. However, since this problem doesn't specify a specific sequence, what we'll do is just we'll work off of the basis of the order the numbers are given to us. So this is sequence 1, 2, 3, and then so on and so forth. All right. So let's label machine 1, machine 2, and machine 3 like last time. And since we know the first value we are given is 12, so we could put that into machine 1, because why not? And then 16 and 36 we could put into the other 2 machines. So 16 and 36. That should make sense. Now, as we are moving on to the next time value, which is 14, let's see which of the machine values currently is going to be done the quickest because they have the lowest value in numbers. Clearly, that is going to be 12. So we can incorporate the 14 minutes after 12. And then we have 18, which will be after 16. And then, maybe I should cross it out. And then we have 44, which is going to go to machine 1. And then 24, which is in machine 2. 35, which is in machine 3. 17, which is in machine 1. And then 22, which is also going to go in machine 1. And we're just going to fill out the rest of the values. Oh, it turns out there should be a 24 in between here. So 35, and then 38, and 16. Okay, so there we have our list processing algorithm and our decreasing list algorithm. And essentially the difference between this is that for the decreasing list algorithm, for this one, we would actually just start off with the greatest amount of, the greatest value of time that is given to us, and then work from there and find, kind of sort those out depending on which task would be finished first. And then for list processing algorithm, it just fully depends on the sequence that is given to us rather than what the value of the actual number is. Thank you.